whatsoever, motions and votes that aren't even in the minutes. And I'll play them for you. That's what I'm saying, and and I guess I will make it personal.
I ate a bunch of cookies.
It's nothing personal.
You
I don't
ate
want
them?
it to be personal.
Some of them.
But that's what
All right.
sometimes. I just want.
I just sent a bunch of cookies.
So do I, because I'll point it out, it'll be hilarious.
I was sort of busy today, Brandon.
Because it says,
How do I get it wrong? And I said, my American thing over.
the neighbor, I don't know.
Maybe each a whole bunch of them.
You take time and I will make.
I swear. I swear. I love that.
Gotta be good to get good. Gotta be good to get cookies.
You folks want a copy of the, you guys want minutes and,
Oh, cool, I never did.
Karen.
Oh. Here's one. April, you want some?
I think that's making it here. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I only have 2 agendas left.
Thank you. There, I got my reading glasses on.
So what's this?
Parks.
It doesn't. Hopefully this
Earlier in the
here
thing
is
it says, park enhancement program,
okay, so it would be money for parks.
or recreational. When I went to have a meeting with them, they said that, no, they're saying and actually doing that the council senior center would be eligible as a recreational. And so it's $5 per council township household. I don't know exactly. Do you know, Larry, how many houses are in just the township?
I knew the count, but I forgot.
Is it around 2,000 maybe? Yeah, and so,
Maybe
what
a
is
little
that?
more than that.
What is that about? I mean, it wouldn't be a lot of money, maybe $1,000 or $1,500, just something, but, towards Collinsville, it's like maybe around $150,000 a year, every single year. And that's why they need it too,
Council Township,
Hello?
Dan,
Yeah,
can you hear us?
yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm quiet.
Okay. Hi, Dan.
Hello?
What's up, Daniel?
That's good.
You feeling all right? You in town, or?
No, I'm in a wedding first in D.C. Monday.
Oh, okay.
Well, y'all,
I just didn't know if you were feeling all right or so.
I'm still walking with a cane.
Yeah.
Don't get old.
Wedding, we have to go to a wedding.
You're riding and driving.
I'm missing some great weather back here.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Welcome to Collinsville Township. You ready to go?
Bingo, 7 o'clock.
Pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call?
Don't we need the motion?
Oh, you're on the phone? Yeah, what do you got?
Motion
Oh.
for,
Yeah, what do you guys?
I make a motion for President Hopkins to be able to
Participate.
participate and vote in the township meeting tonight.
You have a second? First and a second. Any questions? None, roll call.
Trustee Cox,
Yes.
trustee Foley,
Yes, ma'am.
trustee Royer,
Yes.
supervisor Allen.
Yes. Can we get a motion on the minutes of the previous meeting?
So moved.
Ike? Second.
I'd like to take just a few minutes discussing the minutes, because I believe it's an ongoing problem that it really does need the board's attention. The reason that the minutes are important is because, you know, for some in the general public, that's the only way they can go back even years later and find out what actually happened at the meeting. You know, and they deserve, for transparency reasons, how their trustees voted or any ideas that were brought forward, and that's why I believe that minutes are so important. So I'm not trying to nitpick and nag. I just believe that for a lot of people, for transparency reasons. So I'm gonna go through a few things, because the reason that I wanted to take just a few minutes is
That's right, make it.
to acknowledge, we have to acknowledge a problem first before we can fix it, all right? And so if we start with the minutes, all right, a motion was, we'll start at the top here, and it said, the reason that I voted no in the last minutes, it says that he felt some of his comments that his family was involved were incorrect, all right? And I can play the clip, and you can hear that I was upset with a host of issues, one that included our attorney stating that that is not the way the meeting actually took place, all right? It's a little lengthy, and I'll skip it, all right? I'll skip that one, but I can play it if you'd like. The next one is a conversation that I'm going to play here that nowhere is even in the minutes. We're talking about getting a recorder for the meetings, all right? And this is what took place.
The meeting, the tape recorder, I make a motion that we go back to that.
Is that how other towns
To what?
just
Record
record?
them?
I'm fine with that, because we have the videotape.
Well, if I can record them, I can type them from the recorder.
Yeah.
That's
Do we need to get a digital recorder for future meetings? If we do go get one? Well, we have a little one, but I mean, we can probably get something that's going to be adequate, that you can actually download, I don't know, if it's an MP3 file or what have you.
In my opinion, the better way of doing this, because you want to introduce, propose it, put it on the agenda item, so if you're going to do it and make an expenditure to buy equipment to do it, you can do it all in one fell swoop.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys do what you want, but that's how I would do it.
I agree with him, let's put it on the agenda, the next, sure.
So, as you heard, a motion was made, and then I asked to put it on the agenda for the next item. Nowhere in the minutes is this even in there, and on this agenda, it's not even on the agenda. I think that deserves to be in the minutes or on the agenda.
Okay, do you remember the fact that you were advised the meeting was being recorded? And they are all being recorded this very minute and videotaped?
Well, then maybe that could be in the minutes as well. You know, if that was the advice, I still don't know where we stand on that. I'm
Everything
just-
doesn't have
listen,
to be in the
I'm
minutes.
not saying that. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if a motion is made, this is just, and again, I want you to understand, this is nothing personal, and I don't think it's personal against me either. I'm just trying to get things right for down the road, for anybody, for people to come back for transparency. Third, I won't play this one because it lasts a little long, but Aaron Wright addressed the board. Reading from the minutes, all it says is he addressed us about inappropriate order at the last meeting, stating it's very important to have order. He cited rules in the township bylaws and also Robert's Rule of Order, page 96. I can play it if you like, but the big important thing that was left out is the number one thing, who is in charge of the meetings, all right? And our attorney publicly apologized for having it a little bit wrong last meeting. I think that is important and should be in the minutes.
I don't think it has to be. It's on
Okay,
recording.
okay. The next one was a vote on the general assistant bills. It states trustee Cox claimed he did not receive the bills, which were emailed to the entire board. Here's what happened, all right?
Was this sheet that I'm looking at right now with the actual up-to-date numbers that are usually on the agenda, was this emailed to us?
No, because these numbers, hold on, were never on there. This is last month's balance. Remember when she said she doesn't have all the balances until the checkbook is balanced? this is the numbers for last month.
Okay, so we don't have
And
up-to-date
this
ones.
was just given to you tonight,
Okay.
in person.
In the minutes, it states, I claimed it was not emailed, which were emailed to the entire board. That's a wrong statement. You just said right there that that was not emailed. That's in the minutes.
May I speak?
Yes, okay.
That was a different piece of paper. I stated that on your.
I have it in there.
Okay, listen. Did you not, well, wait, I'm just
Yeah.
asking you, don't.
Let her go, just keep going, man.
Where I said that's a different, that was not the bills, that was the totals from March. Nothing to do with April. And it was March's totals because she didn't have them until she got all the bank statements in.
What I'm saying is, and what Dan doesn't realize because he wasn't here, my point is that the bills that we usually get, the rundown, even Brandon, I said, where they at? They're not here, and you said we get them in a different way. My point is, the way it's presented in the minutes, it looks like that I got the email that I was just making stuff up, and you just said I was not emailed that. So I'm almost done. Because, all right, so the next one is listen to where I make a motion to postpone getting a donation out on June the 12th. All right? I make a motion to postpone giving the donation
You have to
out.
motion to
Hold on,
postpone.
sir.
According to the rules, you have to motion to postpone to a particular date.
Right, that's what I just did.
Right.
So I made a motion to postpone it till June the 12th.
We have a motion to postpone it to June twelfth.
What are we talking about here? I want to-
To bring this up again, we got a second. It's not gonna hurt nothing. Yeah, roll call.
All right. But in the minutes, it states, a motion was made and seconded by Royer. Why is it when I make a motion, it doesn't say trustee Cox, but when it just says motion? Even when I don't get a second, sometimes that happens, all right? The public, I believe, deserves to know if I have an idea or if a motion, and the motion should be documented. Who made that motion? All right? Last one.
Okay, I just want to say that's quite obvious, that was a mistake, because you know, if there was anyone else in this room, I always address trustee so-and-so made the motion, seconded by trustee so-and-so, and then the vote.
Right, and so in there, it doesn't say, you know, it just
You
says.
never make a mistake.
Oh, absolutely I do, absolutely, and again,
she said
I'm
she's
not,
sorry.
this is not, okay? This last one is a big one, all right, to me. It reads, under old business, Supervisor Allen advised the board that the owner of the property next to the senior center wants a minimum of $125,000. Everybody agreed this was too much money, okay? Let's listen.
The vacant lot down here, everybody next to the senior citizen building, now he's at $125,000, but we didn't get no response on what's underground. So that's the case here.
Motion to table it.
Yeah.
Second.
Yeah, motion and second, roll call.
I'll let it play out.
And with the motion, second, this one. Okay. Trustee Cox?
Yes.
In my opinion, never should a minute taker just add what they may think that other trustees may think, or just add their opinion. It was never talked about that all the trustees agreed that that was too much money. That wasn't in there. And so it shouldn't be in the minutes. That's what I'm trying to say.
You ever been a town clerk?
No, I haven't.
You ever been on any kind of board where you had to take the minutes of things? Okay, you talk about transparency, and I hate that word because I think it's bull. Because everybody's transparent in the right way. You want too much. And second of all, I was one that made that motion to get the recorder back in the room. Because you put her under the gun all the time, and that's unfair. Yes, you do.
Oh, wait, don't, Mike, don't yell.
Mike, I'm just staying by the facts of the thing. I just promise you, like I said before the meeting started, all right, I do not take this personal. I don't want it to be personal. I just want the minutes recorded. If you want to go on to other things, if I want to go on to other things, I don't want people coming back and using minutes that have false stuff in there that I didn't do or didn't say. Do you understand what I'm saying? It needs to be accurate. And that's all I'm saying. And so moving forward, I will work with you. I've reached out to you before the meeting, said, can we talk about these minutes? I hear nothing back. I want to work with everybody. I just want these right. That's it.
Well, that's why, right now, we read the minutes that, from the past. So if there's any problems, they can be brought up.
Right.
Work with the board, works 2 ways.
I try. And I'll continue to try.
Works 2 ways.
Is there anything else?
We have a motion and a second.
There
on the
was
floor.
but I got one
Okay.
question, because evidently there was a motion for that lot money. I didn't realize that.
Right. No, that's fine. It was just,
So
again,
who made the motion and who,
I can get you,
I'll go back on it.
I mean, to me, that's not a big deal, because we didn't do anything with it.
no, my point is you can't add what you think that the board members think. You know what I'm saying?
Which you did.
Well, I just played it.
You shouldn't sit here and think you know what I'm thinking.
No, I just read it. I just read what's in the minutes. That's it.
Is everybody,
I'm,
everybody done?
There was a motion and a second.
Okay.
okay, trustee Cobb,
No.
trustee Foley,
Aye.
trustee Hopkins,
Yeah.
trustee Royer,
Yes.
supervisor Allen.
Okay. Can we get a motion on the minutes of the previous meeting?
That was
Okay. Input from the residents. Anything?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
My name's Meade Dowling. So, on the meeting minutes, when you go to do it, you said for her to, work with you beforehand. Is that allowable? Is that what can take place? You decide that you don't like something, you call her up and want to change it. You see something you don't like, you call her up and you want to change it. Does it need to be brought here and discussed?
I think it's best, yes.
Yes, sir.
And then if there's any corrections then, so.
That's why we bring it up at the next
Right.
meeting.
I just wanna make sure we're clear on that.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, cause you made the comment about, hey, look, I'll work with you ahead of time. I don't think that you can do that.
No.
You need to bring them up here.
And the reason I said that is because we've had discussions that even right when I started, I told her that I like both of you.
We were
And
doing that.
my point is that I don't want to ever try to embarrass anybody. I'm not trying to make it personal at all. I just want the minutes right. That's all I want. All right? And however that is possible to do, that's what I want. So you tell me. If you don't want me to tell you beforehand, I won't tell you beforehand. I was just trying to get it right.
I'm just talking about making changes. If you
Right.
see something there, I understand you saying something ahead
Right.
of time. Saying, hey, look, I think this is incorrect, or
And
something
that's
like that.
right.
But even then, it can only be brought up here. It can't be changed until it gets here. Is that, do I have the correct understanding of that?
Yep.
So I think there's a couple of ways of looking at this. I don't think there's anything inappropriate about a single trustee bringing up what they think might be an issue with the minutes before.
I think I just said that. I agree with that.
There's no problem with that before a meeting, saying, hey, this might be an issue. Now, the clerk's not required to observe this. The clerk makes the minutes, and that's primarily her job. She's the recorder. So, you know, although you can point out what you think is a problem, and maybe it is, maybe it
Yeah.
isn't.
Could be wrong
And
sometimes.
she can acknowledge that. She can go back and she can look,
Right.
at the recordings, and she can fix it if she thinks it needs to be fixed.
Right.
No, I mean.
So,
And then my
it
next
needs to be-
question on,
Well, I got
Okay, let him speak, then you can speak, sir. So, Mike, you go ahead, you
Well, I
finish
just
your.
wanna make a cutting
Okay.
into it, that Jack could definitely.
Okay.
There needs to be, when there's a problem with the minutes, there needs to be an amendment made, a motion and amendment, that the minutes be amended to say such and such, such and such. Not to make a big complex deal out of it.
can I ask our attorney, what if she sends them out, and later that day, she's like, oh, you know what? This should have been in there. I missed this, okay? And she notices that you're saying that she's not allowed to change that before the meeting?
You can correct minutes.
So,
Yeah, minutes can be correct.
Right, and that's,
You know, there's, you know, once, these aren't being etched onto a stone tablet.
They don't get okay till this meeting.
until this meeting, and that's what that's my point is, I believe that that would make it a lot easier, is, you know, I'll say, hey, you know, I think you missed this, look at it, it's your call, you know.
I understand that, because I think that's a good thing too. However, I was advised that the district needs to do that.
That's when things change, right?
Yeah,
So,
I'm not supposed to make a change, they're supposed to wait till the meeting. I would be fine with changing it, because it'll save a whole lot of
right, and I'll continue just.
embarrassment here.
I'm not trying to embarrass anybody, I will continue just to say, hey, if there's something wrong, hopefully there's nothing, but if there is, and then it'd be up to you. That's what I'll do moving forward.
And my follow-up question was, when it comes to that, on the meeting minutes, should it just be, and Derek, you can answer that, should just be that a motion was made to do this or to do that, and just, here are the yeas, here are the nays, you know, rather than, okay, a motion was made, just for an example, to buy the lot. Mike said this, trustee Royer said this, trustee Cox said this. That's getting a little out of hand, I think.
Right, and
It
then
just needs to be, this was the motion, this guy voted yay, this guy voted nay.
You know, minutes are not necessarily required to be prosaic pieces of art. You know, they can just report what happened, who voted, and how. You know, they don't necessarily have to have a description of everyone's thoughts. And that's largely discretionary.
Right, but you would advise not adding things like, everyone agreed that the price was too high, when that was nowhere in the meeting.
Or personal opinions on.
Yeah, personal
what you have.
opinions, you would
Not
agree
just
that
hers.
that shouldn't be. Well, no, if a trustee says, I think this, then that could be in there, but if no trustee said that, and then it's in the minutes that everyone agreed that the price was too high, I don't believe that
That
should be
wasn't my
in there.
question. My question was, shouldn't it just be that this was the motion, this trustee voted yes or yay, this one voted nay, and not sit there and give, Mike offered this opinion, Terry offered this opinion, Derek offered this opinion.
I think that it can be done then. The official minutes can record votes taken, who voted and how, and if people are wanting the blow by blow, they can now look at the videos that are posted on the website.
I think that'd be cleaner.
Yes, I think that would simplify this.
Right.
And just on this. Let's go ahead. I mean, to back her up a little more, this does get a little chaotic at times, and it is kind of hard. I can see where somebody could get off track very easily. That's to what the right now is.
Yeah,
It's a nerve-wracking job.
No, I agree, it's not an easy job, all right, especially since I'm not a fast typer, all right?
So, and this is case in point, and this goes back to what I've been talking about since I ended up here. No one's waiting for Supervisor Allen to recognize that this has now become a free-flowing conversation. This is absolutely out of order. So, if we're going to want to have orderly meetings and orderly minutes, we have to agree, as we talked about last time, we have to agree to submit to rules of order.
To acknowledge it.
It's very hard because it only works, it can't be one-sided, and that's my problem with the minutes.
Yeah, but you still get your time to talk.
So we're doing it again. But I will say that what I've seen of the meetings, you do not appear to be deprived of opportunities to speak.
I'm not talking about the opportunity to speak, I'm talking about the fairness. I don't want myself being misrepresented down the road when somebody says, oh, look at here, he said this. No, I did not say that. I want the minutes to be accurate, and that's all it is, and don't add things to make it look like I'm some crazy person. That's my point.
Very good. Sure. Okay, anything else? There's nothing moving on. General assistance bills. The general assistance bills for $4,511.11. Motion by Mike, second.
questions? If not, roll call.
Trustee Cox,
Yes.
trustee Foley,
Aye.
trustee Hawkins? No?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. Trustee Royer,
Yes.
trustee Allen?
Yes. The road and bridge fund bills for $45,122.33.
Motion for that.
You have a motion, you have a second. Second. Any questions? If none, roll call.
Trustee Cox,
Yes.
trustee Foley,
Aye.
trustee Hawkins?
Yes.
Trustee Royer,
Yes.
and supervisor Allen?
Yeah. Nothing in the equipment fund. Moving on to the town fund bills for $48,633.42.
So moved.
Second. A motion, second. Any questions? No questions? If none, roll call.
Trustee Cox,
Yes.
trustee Foley,
Aye.
trustee Hawkins?
Yes.
Trustee Royer, and supervisor Allen?
Yes. Going on, the citizen fund, the health and Lorraine Keller and Bill Owen, there's nothing been change in that. The Paulful fund, there's no change. The citizen breakfast and senior citizens, no change. Correspondence. And the whole business of the parking lot,
Do you have any questions?
we might
Correspondence?
Okay. Correspondence, no. In the old business, on the parking lot, we haven't brought that up there. We will, I'm sure. You're talking about the big lot?
You're the next to the senior center?
Oh, that one, we can bring that one, I was talking about this big lot, here, we brought that up before too.
Do you want to talk about it? I'm good.
I mean, we're all part, the only thing is, I've been going in almost last 2 weeks to catch the mayor, and I can't catch him. And what I want is the mayor and his manager, tell us if we buy that and we build it, the gentleman that owns it says he thinks it's clear.
Now, you're talking about the one
I'm
next to
talking
the
about
senior
down
center.
here.
Okay.
But underneath,
Okay.
okay. So, if we put a lot on it, put a qualified lot, like, everybody agrees to it, the unions, everybody agrees to it, after we get it done, who is there that would question?
Gary,
Yes.
I think I know where you're going with the conversation. So, think of, initiation, that it's coming, discussion.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna bring it up tonight.
Okay. Everything,
I agree, Dan.
Okay.
but yeah, I'm not telling you what to do. but
No,
the folks-
yeah, that's why I wasn't gonna bring it up tonight. Okay.
And, I really think the place to go, like,
Yeah, we'll just pass on that, okay? Is everybody okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Oh, discuss the resolution to dissolve CARD.
Motion to table. We didn't get the letter from him.
Well, I was told
Okay.
that he dropped it off this afternoon because I saw him. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't.
You didn't give it to me.
No, I guess he dropped it off. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I will submit that, there's been multiple, articles, in
I
the
don't care
paper.
about articles. I
Okay.
want it on there, just like I said. at the
Gotcha,
meeting.
and I wouldn't
Can be
table it.
recognized.
That's fine, let him finish up the,
I don't know why we should table it, just say vote no and then move on. I mean, because there's no reason, now is the time, personally, that's what bugs me about elected officials a lot of times. We are elected by our citizens to represent them, all right? This is a no-brainer, not a big deal whatsoever, because we're not voting to dissolve CARD. We're not doing anything. All we're doing is telling our citizens, hey, guys, this
So
will...
we'd be voting to go into the group.
No, no. This is to dissolve, this is a resolution, as Jack explained last time, and I can play that, I won't. This is a resolution just stating as a board that we agree that dissolving CARD would be a good thing for our township citizens, all right? Every single, and it's in the paper, and this is embarrassing to me, every single taxing government is for this, with exception of the Council
That's
Township.
because they belonged to it before.
No, we belong, our citizens belong to CARD right now, Terry.
So we
Terry,
didn't belong to their board, we have never been on nothing.
can you help explain maybe?
So the resolution, as I recall, was simply that the township supports the effort to, for CARD basically to dissolve itself. You don't really have a role in participating in CARD as any type of functioning member in CARD. It's just simply a public demonstration of support to dissolve the organization.
Go ahead, Mike, you say it first.
Okay, the bottom line is just like I said, when they were here the last meeting, I've had a lot of citizens, constituents, council, township ask me how I felt about it. I said, well, number one, I felt about it, that CARD shouldn't have been funded in the first place. But it was. Second of all, asked for it to be down on paper on their letterhead and signed by all other commissioners.
What?
Huh?
Ask
The letter that shows it being broke down, we checked the minutes on it, to be in all broke down. Collinsville to Maryville, to Glen Carbon, to Pontoon Beach, who got what the money was, then it to be a concrete record of how these bonds were gonna be paid off. I don't personally believe 17 years it's gonna get paid off.
Well,
And
here's
the
another-
figure was said was $23 to $25 million. Oh,
Am I right about this? If we say yes, we go for it, okay? Say we say yes, okay? Then, does that put, all electors from council township be able to vote for it or not?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can vote against it. You can vote against it.
I'm saying, why do we wanna get it out?
Can I,
Go
you want me to
ahead.
answer? The reason is, again, it's because to dissolve a unit of taxing government that you said you don't like, all right, that every time it's been on the ballot, 80% of the people don't
Don't go
like.
into that, just go.
My point is, it takes over 66%, all right? Our residents, especially in the township, don't know, they don't follow all the issues, okay? They just see their tax bill and they pay it, all right? If CARD is dissolved, it will eliminate 50% of their CARD tax bill, all right? We're just letting our citizens know, hey, this is a good thing for you. If you want to vote no, that's fine. This is our stance as a board. Collinsville, they said, hey, our stance is Collinsville City Council. We don't want CARD around, okay? Our stance is Maryville. We don't want CARD. Bill Hayne, Katie Stewart, all of them have said, we don't want this, all right? I'm asking this board to tell our citizens, because the media is not great when it comes to small issues like this, just to help them out. So I make a motion that we pass a resolution supporting the dissolving of CARD, which I'm sure you have, the resolution.
Last time we had it,
And if we want to vote
Because they
no,
had to
then we
be
vote no
changed.
and move on. Either way, let's just do it or not, you know? So I make that
But
motion.
that's not the
Dan.
way I understood it. I understood it, then if you get to when you get put on an election, that if we don't do this, then our people don't get a vote.
No, this has nothing.
This is just to get it on the ballot. This is essentially, I mean, to put this in the simplest of terms, this is a cheerleading motion.
That's right.
This is
all it
just,
is.
this is, all this is saying is that, as a public body, the Board of Trustees says, they endorse this procedure, that's it has no actual effect in terms of government. This is simply a vote of confidence. Essentially, we just say, we like this idea, but, you know, it doesn't really matter whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
It's going to be,
Yeah, it's gonna be on.
All of our citizens could say no. It doesn't matter either way. This is just trying to help them out, letting them know, and it'll be in the paper that Council Township endorses dissolving.
honestly, I don't really have an opinion about it. But it's being in favor of this is like personal thing, you're asking a personal opinion, it doesn't harm the township. It's certainly, to me, it's a non-controversial position.
It's more controversial that we're the only ones that haven't done it, to be honest.
Nobody's called me or nothing. I'm one person.
No, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I make a motion that we vote to endorse dissolving of the Council Area Recreational District.
I think you're mistaken, though, make a motion to adopt this resolution.
Yes, thank you. I want to make a motion that we adopt the resolution that our attorney has put together here, endorsing the dissolving of CARD.
Let's backtrack here. I have a motion on the floor to table.
Well, that's right.
Yeah, well, we didn't get a second.
Well,
I haven't got the second either.
We didn't ask for it, yeah.
I didn't ask for a second.
Yeah. Oh, okay, let's start back. We've got a motion by Mike. Go ahead and make your motion again.
To table this resolution. So we get the full letter from them, and they got the proof down, and the putting down on paper that when taxpayers call us or see us and stuff like that, we go by showing them what they gave
got
us,
on paper.
not what we believe, if it's truth or not, because I don't believe a lot of truths about this thing.
Okay, we have a motion by Mike, and we have a second.
I have a question.
Yes.
Did they tell us they were going to give us the information in writing?
Ron told me today that he dropped it off, Dan. And again, I would show you, it's all the details that I believe Mike is wanting is in 3 different papers.
There's three different documents.
Vicki wasn't here and I didn't get it.
Papers. I know our attorney, he stated that he read it and he said it was a good article. I mean, it lays out the questions that I think Mike has, and that's what my question was. I'm like, Mike, what is your question here? We're not deciding anything. All we're doing is letting our residents know this is what's going on, and it's going to be too late. We have to get it on the ballot. We have to get nearly 6,000 signatures.
May I finish?
Yes, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. To answer my question, Ron was supposed to drop something off. He said he dropped it off. He sent it to the 3 different newspaper articles. I would rather have it on our letterhead, the president's card, documented.
That's right.
Is that right? May I finish?
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to make a motion or second motion based on information from newspaper articles. That is dangerous. I'll leave it at that. I am done talking now.
I agree. I think we should table it.
So are
Can
you
we-
seconding, Dan?
You got a second to table it, Dan?
I will second the table, but I do want to get this voted on and get back.
No, I don't think we should. I think we should just move on. I'll tell Mitch Bear and the Council City Council they will not be getting their $150,000 every single year, and that the residents of the Council Township, that their taxes will be going up because Mike and Dan
No,
don't think about it.
We have a motion to second, and then going to table it till next
I know.
meeting.
Right.
So that don't mean.
No, I don't want to do it anymore. I'll tell
Well,
Ron
yeah.
not to give the
Well,
letter that
we
he
might
already
want
gave.
to, we might want to.
No, you don't.
But what do you know what I want to do? We got a motion. Go ahead, make your motion again.
Did Dan second it?
Dan
Yeah,
seconded.
okay.
You can't make those comments to the city council, because that's not coming from this whole board, so.
Okay, go ahead and finish.
Okay, I'll do roll call.
Don't want the roll calls on.
Trustee Cox,
No.
Trustee Foley,
Yes.
Dan, Trustee Hopkins,
Yes.
Trustee Royer,
Yes.
Supervisor Allen.
Yes. Moving on. Junior service, good certificate, that's not something for me, so we'll pass on that.
No, I can tell you about that.
Okay, go ahead, that'll be all right, yeah, you're, it's okay to do that,
I am trying.
yeah, it's okay, keep going.
Okay, so this is, what this is, they purchased the gift certificates from the junior service, who donates a lot to the township off and on, and how, and junior service sells these. They're basically a gift card. Junior service sells them, and then they get a percentage of the money from the,
Yeah, I think I've seen these
nursery,
before,
yeah, the nursery out there
Yeah.
on Beltline. So they usually buy $200 in gift cards, and then they buy the flowers. The girls from here go out there and get the flowers to plant out here. So it's kind of a
Oh,
win-win
okay,
for
yeah.
everybody.
What they
So
asking us to do.
they're asking for $200 to buy the gift cards from junior service.
That's fine, because we do work with them a lot, they work with us.
And then, do we sell the gift card? I'm confused.
No, we just are purchasing the gift cards from
We're just
junior
giving them a
service
donation, basically.
so that they make
Right.
money from it. And we're gonna have to spend the money for flowers
Yeah.
anyway, so that way it gives junior service a cut.
Basically,
And we don't make a donation without
And I
asking
think
them.
that's.
it's basically a win-win situation
Yeah,
for both
yeah.
parties.
Pardon me, Dan?
So our employees will redeem those cards that we buy as a donation, they redeem them with the flowers that we purchase with those, back to our building.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And just a real quick question, and maybe we know the answer, maybe we don't. Like, when it comes to this, what budget does that come out of?
I don't know that.
Town funds.
Just the general town fund, you think, Dan?
$200.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, it's not so much for this issue, it could be for all of them combined, I just wanna know where it comes from, you know?
Can't come, I know it can't come from the VA.
Right, so general town fund, we think.
And Larry's not gonna buy it for us.
Larry?
Come on, Larry.
Okay, we need a motion.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion second. Any questions? Is that roll call?
Trustee Cox,
Yes.
Trustee Foley,
Aye.
Trustee Hopkins,
Yes.
Trustee Royer,
Yes.
and Supervisor Allen.
If any of the board members have any other business to come before the board? Yes.
I guess I'll just ask questions, because we got an email, I believe it was on Friday, or it might have been, actually it was Monday, yesterday, I believe. Anyway, it was about the budget. And, it says on the front page, May the 22nd, to adopt this budget. Are we planning on voting on that budget next meeting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you know, because it's a pretty big deal. I haven't had time to.
It don't change much, you know.
Well, there were some pretty big changes that I noticed in there. Did you guys get a chance to, Mike?
I saw it briefly, but I didn't.
Our clerk would like to say something.
I'd like to see a couple of things added into it. Just-
And we can
Did
bring
you
that
see
up.
anything that
We
you
can bring
didn't
that
like
up
about
then.
it?
There were a couple of things I was lukewarm on.
And we can bring that up then. But, right.
That's what I Vicki sent those to you guys this week to have this week to go through them.
Did you
because
get them
there
yet?
is a lot.
You should have gotten
And
it
then-
today or.
Yeah, and then any questions, she said call her. You know,
Right, and
this week
that's what I was
and stuff.
gonna ask. I mean,
But just give us 5 days before, because then our CPA's gonna meet with us too.
right, I mean, because last year, I know we didn't do it on May the 22nd, because we weren't sworn in until, I believe it was like May 15th. When is the last day legally that we have to pass a budget?
We'll be
Our
almost
next
there,
meeting,
unless we have a different meeting.
wait a minute, Larry, in that house,
Yeah, 'cause last year I know it was
Here on the-
June.
Over here, that.
Did it maybe change this year?
Handy dandy cheat sheets from Perspective. Last day for the clerk to make the tentative budget, that's the 30th.
May 30th?
Mhm.
May, okay.
Last day to conduct budget, I'm thinking,
No, not for this.
budget hearing and adopt township road district budget, about June 30th.
June 30th. So that's when we have to adopt it, by June 30th to report.
She's, yeah, one of
Yes, sir.
she has to have that turned in by June.
Yeah, June 30th.
Tentative budget.
So we'll have
At least
30 days.
before the hearing, and the
Right.
postings just went up.
My point is, we can't vote on it at the next meeting. Like you just said, we planned on voting on it the next meeting. We can't do that legally because, am I right?
Yeah, you're right. You have to have 30, as you publish 30 days.
It was,
So it won't say if the next meeting will not have been published for 30 days, is what Derek was saying.
When are we turning it in?
Be the first,
would,
be the first
because the
meeting in
next
June.
meeting's
Right.
only 2 weeks.
Well, we'll just change meetings.
Right, no, that's fine, I'm
Yeah,
fine with
yeah.
that, but my broader point is, this also gives us a little time.
We've only voted on it in June.
Right, that was my point. And, but on the front page, it says adopted May 22nd, that's what scared me, because, I mean, I looked through it, I saw a couple things that I did not like at all, 15% pay raises and salary, I didn't like that. My point is, it gives us time to discuss it, work on it, and, you know, and then go from there. So, and maybe if Vicki could come in and explain it, because I'm not the smartest on these things by no means. You know, I could use some help understanding it.
Plus,
Okay, I had tentative budget, which is what that is, that's tentative.
Mm-hmm.
So that has been sent to the newspaper, right? And it's posted in Blackbird.
What do you mean by
so how many days you got? What they're trying to figure out.
So, yeah, and, but no one's disputing that it's been published or posted.
Okay,
But the issue is 30 days, 30 days need to go by before a vote can be taken.
I.
Right, and then when people, somebody has a question about it, they can come in and say, hey, I don't like this part, or whatever.
We'll have it
It's
all squared
open
away.
transparency.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay?
So,
Any other questions? Any outstanding bills, I don't think there's nobody from the assessors office. Road commissioner, you have anything?
We're starting our mowing Monday, this was yesterday. All the crews are out mowing. We start seeding city of Maryville today, which will take about 2 weeks to a month. And we're doing the regular maintenance that we always do.
see them out there working hard.
Hard work.
Yeah.
You do a wonderful job. Thank you. Attorney, you have anything? Anybody else from the board? Can we get a motion to adjourn?
Come on, Mike, don't break it.
I'm putting you down, Mike.
Come on.
He just rags me to death about it.
Wait a minute,
Let's get a motion to adjourn.
Make a
So
motion.
moved. Oh, Fran.
April. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Here's our new girl.
Forgot about it.
Yeah. Stand up. Be proud.
I am proud.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be with you all tonight.
She's our new director.
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Well, look forward to working with you.
And she's got a lot of credentials, and we went through it, and we went through it with her. And,
So she's already started?
no, she's getting her, all the
The
stuff done.
21st, I'm wrapping up my pre-K position.
Gotcha. Well, I apologize, I couldn't be there, but I heard great things, so.
We're very proud of you.
I'm really looking forward to
Keep us proud. Okay.
Congratulations. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Thank you. And she's already been introduced herself to a
Do I
lot
have
of
a
people at the
second
senior
to
citizen
adjourn?
building. Yeah. You got a motion, a second to adjourn?
We're out.
Roll call. You get the roll call?
No roll call for adjournment.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry, yeah. I do that every week.
Caitlin told you that every week.
Yeah, yeah.
You got it down. Bye, Dan.
All in favor?
All in favor, say aye. Yeah. Is that how you use the board? As a board, that's how they do it.
Well, we can do that.
Because I know it's gotta be something, yeah. Yeah, ayes and opposed, yeah.
Yeah.
All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Everything in my heart. Not everybody.
I am. Me too.
Good, how are you?
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah, that was why.
okay.
Where you guys going?
You work with my son.
From where?
Maryville.
Hey, you live in Maryville?
What'd you move?
We got a-
Boy, I wish you were going with us on Thursday. Well, the other thing is, I don't think they have any rooms. We'll see. I think the drive-in could actually be fun too. Bring a little speaker and a mix.
Oh, we gotta have air conditioning.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
getting warm in here.
I bet you're really getting dark. And I just.
She's getting ready for our vacation, we're all going on a cruise.
That's right, when is that?
This week, maybe Thursday, we're gonna drive to Miami.
Oh, wow. Well, that'll make or break the family.
Driving back, probably.
Caitlin, we're not talking politics, it's gonna be just fine.
Okay.
Not allowed.
Caitlin,
I'll be heading that way Saturday. I'm
You're going to Georgia?
Yeah.
We're in Georgia.
Atlanta.
Oh, okay, I'm from just south of Atlanta.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah.
My son lived there for years, and his kids grew up there.
I love
My
Georgia.
grandson still lives, three of my grandkids still live.
And you're great.
Marietta's
Great,
growing
great.
big time
Oh, great.
for the new ballpark.
Did your wedding's in the fall.
Larry's daughter.
Hey,
Oh, that's just a stand.
Terry, did you get your grandbabies today?
Not yet.
Twins are coming.
Oh, I guess we have there.
Grand-
I had my mind on it, yeah.
Yeah, my daughter has twins. so
Great
we-
grandbabies, boy and a girl.
Aw, we have girls. Congratulations.
So your daughter.
I wish I had better stuff.
The grandbabies are just, you know.
I say,
Because we got the 5-year-olds and 3-year-olds.
if I got this from him, today.
With the 5-year-old, I say, you're gonna be sick.
But,
That's important, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm right on that.
She's a mess, too. She's getting, they sent a video of her, Chuck, they sent a video of her today, she's turning off and on, so something there is the video.
Oh, she is so
My great grandma, turning off, switching, oh, you got